Bursting with plump pink shrimp and bright yellow lemons, this pasta dish is wonderful to welcome in spring. Now you'll want to start with a pound of shrimp. Buy them with the head on and the shells because we're going to use those to make a richly flavored stock for our pasta that comes together very quickly. Now if you can't find them with the heads on, it's a-okay. Peel the shells off, including the tail, and then have the shrimp lengthwise using a paring knife. Okay, we're ready to start cooking. Start by melting a tablespoon of unsalted butter in a skillet over medium heat, and then we add our shrimp shells and a tablespoon of tomato paste. What this will do is it will caramelize and add a nice flavor to the dish. This will take only about 2 minutes until the shells are vibrant pink and opaque. And as you can see here, the tomato paste is creating a fond on the bottom of the pot, and that's all flavor. Okay, this is ready for our wine. Use a good dry white wine. You'll need about a quarter cup. I'm going to eyeball it. This is going to deglaze that beautiful fond off the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to crank the heat on this now because I want this wine to evaporate almost completely so we cook all of that alcohol off before we add the water. Okay, this gets a quart of water. That's 4 cups. Let this come to a boil over high heat and then reduce the heat and simmer for about 30 minutes. Our shrimp shells and water and tomato paste have reduced down to a luscious stock. So now we can strain it. We should have about 2 1/4 cups of stock here when all is said and done. This goes back onto a medium flame. More butter, 2 tablespoons. Let the butter melt, and then in goes 1 minced shallot. It's about a quarter to a third of a cup, depending on the size of your shallot. And to this, for a little bit of heat, some red pepper flakes, a ½ teaspoon. And while this begins to cook, let's get our pasta going. Have a large pot of water to a rolling boil. And it's very important to generously salt your pasta water. It'll impart a lot of flavor into the dish. This is muffaldine, but as you can see, the edges have a nice ridging. I like the way they mimic the shrimp when they cook, so it makes for a beautiful presentation. This is a pound that goes in here. It's your boiling water. Now, the shallots have sweat nicely, so we can add our shrimp. Season them first generously with salt. These just need to turn opaque, and then they can be turned. That'll happen in just a few minutes. It's very fast, so don't go anywhere. A good general rule for any time you're cooking pasta is to go at least 2 minutes less than the package instructions. This pasta is going to finish cooking in the pan with the shrimp. I can see that these are turning opaque up the sides of the shrimp, so they're ready for a turn. If they've overcooked, they become tough. So it's really key here to just get them cooked through. Our pasta is looking pretty close. I think it's time to add the lemon slices. This is from ½ a lemon, so that'll be 4 or 5 slices. The lemon slices just add a gentle citrus note to the pasta dish. Okay, these have turned opaque and they're pink throughout, so now we can add wine. Another ¼ cup into the pan. Let this come to a boil. Be sure that alcohol is cooked out of that wine before you add the shrimp stock. Otherwise, you're going to have that taste of alcohol. In goes the stock. Let this simmer and reduce for just about 2 minutes. That's all it really needs. And do not let it boil, whatever you do. Boiling it will certainly make your shrimp tough and overcooked. Our pasta is ready to come out of the water, and our shrimp is ready just in time for creme fraiche. In goes a ¼ cup of the creme fraiche. You could certainly use sour cream if you don't have creme fraiche. Quick stir. The pasta, including those lemon slices, goes right into the pan, and the pasta is going to finish cooking in the pan. Just give this a turn just until the pasta is evenly coated and the sauce thickens slightly. Remove it from the heat. As it sits off the heat, the pasta will continue to absorb that sauce. And now we're ready for the finishing touch before we bring it to the table. Transfer the pasta to a beautiful serving dish like this one. Squeeze of lemon from that other ½ of the lemon we didn't use yet. And more red pepper flakes. And there you have it. Muffaldine with shrimp and lemon. Happy eating.